Good morning, everybody out there. I'm Songwriter Patrick Michael Karnahan, and the ghost songwriter. This would be podcast number 11. I haven't done one of these in a long time. Being retired now from firefighting and the Forest Service, I've been working on a vineyard. I grow grapes, and so it takes a lot of my time with the manual labor. But today's a very important podcast since it is July 6th. There was a tragic fire that took place in Colorado on this date, July 6th in 1994, and there were 14 firefighters that perished on the South Canyon fire. And I learned about the South Canyon fire through my work through the Forest Service, and it was in the news. And previously I'd written a song called Underneath Montana Skies about the 1949 Man Gulch fire, which was a ballad that I had written in 1995. And I learned about that at our Basic 32 Fire School. I started out with the United States Forest Service as a firefighter, and we learned a lot of things from this big fire, the Man Gulch fire, in which we lost some firefighters. And then it was catastrophic when almost history repeated itself in 1994 at South Canyon. I didn't write the song, however, till 2005. I was chosen to be an official interpreter, which is a performer for the United States Forest Service 100th anniversary in Washington, D.C. And I had several songs I'd written about forestry-related subjects, mainly those dealing with the United States Forest Service, which was founded back in the early years. And I wanted to write songs that would kind of tell a little bit about the history, about people that had worked for the Forest Service. And when it came to South Canyon, the subject, it was hard to approach. At first I was going to write a ballad with words, but then I realized that I really couldn't convey with words the feeling that I had of such sad and tragic loss. And so when I wrote the song, it ended up being a tone poem, a Requiem actually, for the fallen. And I'd like to do it for you today since it is the 30th anniversary of the South Canyon fire. And this is the first time I've ever performed it on the piano, which is how I had written the song. And as I said, there are no words to it. I can't convey words that could bring the meaning of loss and the feeling to all the families that lost loved ones. So it was easier for me to put my heart into the chords and the notes. And it's been recorded since that time by two orchestras, the Colorado Springs Philharmonic, and the original recording was done by a friend of mine, Howard Huddleberg, and the Texas State Symphony. But right now I'm just going to play it as a Requiem, as I originally wrote it, and this is dedicated to the firefighters that died on the South Canyon fire back in 1994. It's dedicated to the fallen firefighters, the 14 that died in South Canyon. And it's been 30 years. Anyways, my name's Patrick Michael Karnahan, and I'm a retired firefighter, and I wrote that, dedicated to those firefighters. And I want to reach out to the families of those, especially to them spiritually, that their lives mattered. They were all young people, and they died in a very tragic way. And I hope that you'll remember them on this day, and always. And if you're a wildland firefighter, always be safe out there. All right. I'm the Go Songwriter Patrick Michael Karnahan. This was podcast 16, July 6th, 2024.